Welcome to my podcast, Tricks of the Trademark. This is Erik Pelton with another podcast episode in which I share advice and experience based on my 20 years of working with clients around the world to protect and strengthen their brands. One of our favorite annual topics is the Super Bowl and the trademark stories related to it. Of course, the big game next weekend is one of the biggest sporting events, TV events, social events in the United States and even around the world for the year. And just like any big event, there are trademark angles to it. So, did you know that the Super Bowl is being played at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, outside of Phoenix? Of course, State Farm Stadium is a registered trademark, and I imagine we'll see a lot of State Farm commercials during the game. Glendale, Arizona, which is where the stadium is located, actually has a terrific logo that I noticed and really enjoy. The game on the field will be between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. Let's talk about the Eagle team for a moment and their marks. In addition to, of course, the team name and the team logo, the uniforms of the Eagles are registered trademarks. The slogan, "Fly, Eagles, Fly," is a registered trademark. And this, I think, is a fun one. The Philly Special is a registered trademark for apparel. Philly Special was the name of the trick play that led to a key touchdown in the 2018 Super Bowl for the Eagles. We'll get to their players in a minute, but I want to talk about the Kansas City Chiefs and their trademarks. Yes, they also, of course, have the name, the logo, the uniform registered and protected. They also have the configuration of the head of their mascot, which I believe is a wolf, is a registered trademark. And they have Chiefs Kingdom, I guess maybe that's like Red Sox Nation, as a registered trademark. It is also important to take note that many Native American tribes and groups object to the Kansas City team name and their objectification and use of the name Chiefs and other Native American symbols in pursuit of profit and sporting event. And I just wanted to note that that is a really important issue. Talking about players now on the field. The quarterbacks, of course, are two of the stars. And one is a little different than the other because Jalen Hurts, not as many Pro Bowls, not as much salary and endorsements as Patrick Mahomes, but he has done a better job protecting himself because Hurts so good, a nice phrase and play on words there, is a pending trademark application that he owns. Backup quarterback Gardner Minshew also has 3 pending trademark applications for the alliterative phrases Mississippi Mustache, Minshew Mania, and Minshew Magic. Those are some fun names to say. Wide receiver A.J. Brown has a pending application for Mr. Always Open, a nice, cool nickname, and his AJ11 logo. Ndamukong Suh, defensive tackle, considered one of the best ever on the Eagles, owns 5 registrations covering his name and covering House of Spears, which I learned is his name in the language that it comes from. So that's a really interesting trademark. A trademark that actually spans both teams and rivals here because we have brothers playing against each other, the Kelce Brothers, is the pending trademark application for New Heights with Jason and Travis Kelce. That's a pending application for their podcast. So congrats to them on playing against each other and taking steps to protect their name. I mentioned Patrick Mahomes, amazing quarterback, but unprotected. The name, despite the millions, hundreds of millions of dollars that he's making on his name in endorsements for playing, his contract, all types of other things, His name is not protected at the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. That is a vulnerable asset. I will note that Adidas, who's one of his partners, has protected the PM logo, but of course, that's owned by Adidas. So Patrick, call me if you want to talk about protecting your name. Another fun one from the Chiefs is their kicker, Harrison Butker. He was given the nickname, apparently, of Butt Kicker, Buttkkicker, and he has turned that into a brand with a pending trademark application for footballs and football equipment. A couple of other ones related to the activities surrounding the game. Before the game, they're going to honor Pat Tillman, who of course was a great player who lost his life in service to the country overseas after September 11th. The name Pat Tillman is a registered trademark owned by his family for the charitable services conducted in connection with that name. The national anthem is going to be sung, I understand, by Chris Stapleton. Love Chris Stapleton. Got to see him in concert for the first time last summer, and pleased to see that he owns several trademark registrations protecting his brand. Of course, we know the Super Bowl is one of the most valuable and well-protected brands out there. That's a registered trademark. The shape of the Lombardi Trophy is also a registered trademark. Finally, another fun one, the Fox Sports, who is broadcasting the game, their mascot, Cletus. Cletus is a registered trademark owned by Fox. So those are some of the trademark stories I'm watching on Sunday in connection with the game. And of course, we will be bombarded with advertisements, logos, billboards, sponsorships throughout the course of the afternoon. If you're watching the game, it's got to add up to thousands of impressions for brands and trademarks. And so maybe I'll do a story after the game about some of the best ads and trademark stories in the commercials. Thanks for tuning into our annual Super Bowl preview. If you've enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, share, etc. You've been listening to Tricks of the Trademark with me, Erik Pelton. I've been making trademarks bloom since 1999. For more information about my trademark services, visit my website at erikpelton.com. Thanks for listening.